Sticking around, we'll get everyone out of here pretty quick. Obviously, the champ needs to celebrate and get some rest. I'll throw a question out to each one that's joining us at the table, and then I'll open it up to the crowd. Ben, I'll come to you first. You got to be a part of, with Boxer leading some great homecomings. We've seen what's happened in Bournemouth, and Liverpool, and Manchester, all over. Now you've been able to build some new stars, help build some new stars here in Wales. Just recap the night for us.
It was astonishing. I think the support, the crowd, the whole week, the start of the night, the fact that they come early, the amount of Welsh talent on the card as well. I thought Kane Shepherd was amazing. I thought Rhys Edwards had a coming-of-age performance, incredible performance really, to take on Thomas Patrick. But then, what I just witnessed and what we just witnessed was greatness.
Yeah.
It was a superb talent, a complete fighter. He must be the first world champion in boxing never to lose a round. Like, that is special. And what a night, what an atmosphere. We come here many times. There's going to be many big nights, and a tall order to follow Katie Taylor in Ireland and what she did for that country. But you see the way Wales get behind her. You see what it means to this country to her. She's been through so much. She never complains. She's the easiest fighter to work with that we have. But what a talent. And so proud of her, so proud of her team and everything they've done, and what a future and what a career to look forward to.
Absolutely. Lauren, I'll come to you last because you're the champ, but I do want to come to your coach, Rob McCracken here. Rob, echoing a lot of what Ben just talked about. I mean, 7th fight and now a unified world champion. Did you have an idea it was going to happen this quick?
You're not sure, are you? But she's good enough to box with anybody in the world at her weight. She is a special talent. I know that's easy to say, but I know a little bit about boxing. She's got everything she needs, but she still needs to develop a little bit, obviously, as a person, still as an athlete. And talent-wise, she's got everything. It's just doing things at the right time. And a little change was a running. She'll probably mention it, but running wasn't hard enough for the last couple of fights. Change the running on. A bit more sparring on the rounds and stuff. So she'll just improve and get better and better. But it's really nice to be part of a journey with Lauren and the start of it as a professional. And she's won the World Championships. It was absolutely fantastic in Wales tonight. A very good champion as well that she beat. It's like Katie Taylor's reign starting again with Lauren being a Welsh boxer, and the whole Wales can get behind her.
Amazing. Lauren, I'll come to you. You got a whole lot of hardware in front of you that they're going to have to see over all those belts, but I'll start with just an easy question. What does it feel like? How does it feel?
Can't really, sum up and put into words. As soon as I walked out tonight on top of that ramp, nothing I've experienced that before in my life. That crowd getting behind me, that ring walk is something I'll remember for the rest of my life. I said all along, we're going to beat that Olympic gold medal, and I've got to be honest, they haven't, but that ring walk and that support I've received is definitely up there with it. I can't thank everyone, like I said, enough. As Welsh fans, we're a small nation, but we support our own, and they come out for me tonight, so I'm very grateful.
Absolutely. I will open it up to the crowd.
Put your hand up, I can get a mic over to you. Lauren, Jessica McCaskill beforehand was saying this was a step too far for you. That you've experienced the pressures of being at home and having dinner with her and all type of fight. Looked easy in it.
I wouldn't say easy, but I think obviously looking at my career, when you boxed at the Olympics, it's the pinnacle of the sport, and when you're ranked #1 in the world going into the Olympics, expected to win gold, you've got pressure on you, all the experiences, all the tournaments I've done as an amateur. Don't get me wrong, amateurs are different to the pro game, but from a pressure point of view, I've had pressure my whole life, so it was just great tonight, having our own crowd there. If anything, they spurred me along, and like I said, I knew, obviously I was confident this week, my team was confident, and I've said all along, as long as my team believe in me and I believe in myself, no one else's, obviously, opinion really matters, and yeah, I think obviously won every round again, so not bad.
Not bad at all. You were nagging Ben from the moment he signed you to deliver you this fight in Cardiff, your homecoming, a World Championship shot. What are you going to nag him about next?
Coming back to Cardiff, you know, I think obviously a show tonight, Welsh boxing, even on the undercard, you know, I've said all week, I was in the amateurs with Rhys Edwards and Kieran Jones, and it's great for them to have their time to shine tonight and the rest of the lads. So there's loads of Welsh talent out there, and it's great for Welsh boxing, and I believe this is just the start. I want to come back here and defend my belts and be a massive fight, you know, the 147 division, there's great fights out there for me, and I'm going to go all the way.
You were a few here tonight, weren't they, watching?
Yeah, they were watching, but like I said, I'll speak to Rob, he'll decide what I'll do next, and we'll go from there.
And once you, Rob, all the questions and all the headlines are going to be about what's next for Laura, because the world seemingly is her oyster. What would you like to see happen next?
Obviously enjoy the win and the night that she's had with the Welsh fans, and obviously becoming world champion. And then obviously we'll have a chat, but you know, Ben's did a fantastic job giving, you know, let's be honest, to bring a top champion over to Wales and defend the titles against Lauren, who's, you know, who's had 6 fights. Yes, she's an Olympic champion, but you know, to persuade her to come over and defend, you know, it was fantastic. That to give Lauren a massive platform, a massive opportunity, and now, you know, what should be a massive profile as well. So credit to Ben, done a great job. And our side of the bargain is that Lauren works hard, trains, happy to fight all comers. That's how she's always been since she's turned professional. She's got lots of experience from amateur boxing, fought at a high level. So the world's a oyster in my opinion, but obviously one step at a time, and hopefully it's in Wales again.
Well, last one. What are you looking forward to more? The 30th birthday celebrations coming up, the holiday, or your nan's pigs in blankets tomorrow?
Pigs in blankets tomorrow, yeah. Planning Sunday dinner for my nan. Been on a diet for the last 10 weeks, eating clean, you know. I've done everything, no stone was left unturned to this camp, and like Rob mentioned earlier, you know, from my running to my sparring, I had a great camp, best camp so far, and tonight in there, you know, showed my fitness as well, and I didn't really feel it, to be fair, so that's the way forward.
Well done.
Question for Ben, is the Natasha Jonas fight something you want to make next, or do you want it down the line?
I think that division, we have Habazan here tonight, the WBC world champion as well. Tasha Jonas, of course. I think it's a huge fight. I do believe it will happen. Whether it's next or not, we'll see. We'll have to speak to both of them, both great champions. But tonight is about enjoying it. What is amazing, I have to say, is that welterweight division. So many big names, so many big fights, so many big opportunities. And that's been an issue for women's boxing for the past decade, is you have had those stars, but you've not had those big fights and you've not had those big rivalries. Lauren is coming in right at the right time, and there's huge nights there, huge nights in this division and beyond.
Someone in front. No, we got a microphone for you. Thank you.
Laura, congratulations. How satisfying was it in a fight where Jessica tried to make it rough, like you said she would, that in the end your skill still prevailed? That was what won it. It was you doing it your way.
Yeah, I think obviously going in there, I knew she was never going to outbox me. She was going to try and, you know, she likes a dogfight, make it messy, and at the start, obviously, I found her a bit tricky, just to find her range and distance, because she moves quite, you know, unorthodox. But when I got into my rhythm and hit my shots, yeah, like I said, my skills overcome that, and my speed, and I think, you know, the biggest thing was using my feet as well, using my angles and catching her with my right hook as well.
Have you been in many fights like that before, where it is kind of rough and physical and up against the ropes as much as it was tonight, and with that, did you almost learn something new about yourself tonight?
Yeah, obviously, you know, the pros are completely different to amateurs. It's a fight, you know, it's rough and tough, and I think obviously each fight I'm getting better and better, and I believe there's so much more to come from me as well. I've had, you know, when I boxed as an amateur, I've had big girls, you know, flying at me, 75 kilo Russians. I've boxed against all different styles, but now I'm in the pros, it's learning, you know, you're in a fight and what you've got to do to get through to win.
And what was the assessment from Karis watching on?
Yeah, she was happy, I think.
What'd you say?
What was the assessment, the performance? What did you think?
Oh, she's phenomenal, wasn't she? She's just a little superstar, so what do you think?
Oh, I agree.
You better agree.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lauren, we know you're a laid-back character, and you talk about having ice in your veins. Did it take something extra to keep a lid on it when you were top of the ramp today?
No, I've been saying to myself, you know, all week I wanted to sort that ring walk up, enjoy it, but I think obviously you've seen a switch when I got to that ring, you know, I was kind of tunnel vision and that's what I planned. Obviously when that bell goes, there's only 2 of you in there and you've got to switch on. Even though I heard them, you know, chanting my name and the crowd was insane, I just tried to block that out in a way and just listen to my opponent.
What was the overriding emotion when the referee did stop the fight and it was obvious that you were the new world champion?
Yeah, I don't know, like I said, when I turned over pro, you know, I had 2 things. I wanted to become world champion in boxing Wales, and fair play to Ben, you know, I got to thank him, you know, for giving me the chance to box in Wales and for this fight. And yeah, I've ticked both off tonight. It's just about now going on and creating a Welsh legacy and coming back here and having, you know, being involved in big fights again.
Well done.
Thank you.
We'll do one more. Also, by the way, huge shout out to the broadcasters, Sky, NBC, and BBC Wales for all coming together on this show. I want to make sure that's noted in this press conference.
Well, that's good. This one's for Ben. Ben, you mentioned about this brilliant night in Cardiff for Lauren, and Lauren mentioned she wants to come back to Cardiff. We obviously had the press week in the Cardiff City Stadium. Lauren's done some things in the Principality as well. Is there an option, or which one of those is more attractive for a possible future fight if it's not here in the Utilita?
Both. Look, everything's possible. Let's be honest, this was the first time we've come to Cardiff, but look at the history, and we had similar experiences later on in the career with Chris Smith, came to an arena like this, and then ended up at the stadium. Richard Riapple will do the same in June, but no one has a following this natural and this big and this fanatic and this incredibly passionate about Lauren. And yeah, the world's her oyster. She has the fights, as I've said, ahead of her. She's got the big fights and the big names to come, the big nights to come. This arena is a fantastic arena. I'm sure we'll be here many more times, but of course the dream, as everyone's dream, is to fight in a stadium, and I truly believe that happening.
And then for yourself, Lauren, you seem to have been the calmest person in the room all throughout fight week. You were the calmest person in the room today as well in the ring. Is there anything that can bother you in the ring at all? Or are you know, now you've done the Olympics, now you've got your world champion, is there anything that could stop you and nerve you at all?
No, I just think it's my personality, you know. People have been saying to me, oh, God, you seem so chill, but I'm just laid back, I take everything in my stride. But like, I'm human, don't get me wrong, I was nervous tonight, of course I was, you know. I'm coming out in front of my own fans and I'm against a top elite, you know, boxer, so yeah, I had obviously nerves, but it's good to have nerves as well. But yeah, all week, you know, I've enjoyed it and I enjoyed myself tonight. And it's just another learning curve to go on, you know, forward into my career.
And then with your opponent, Jess, was she what you expected out there? Was that a fighter in front of you that you expected to see, or did she bring anything you didn't expect from her, obviously with her experience and the top champion that she is?
No, I knew she was going to come. I knew, you know, she was going to be rough and tough, and yeah, pretty much, you know, I knew that was her game, yeah.
That's brilliant. Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Mark.